The flowers arrived at 11:42 a.m. A dozen red roses, perfectly arranged. A white card, no name, just one line written in her handwriting. "Happy Valentine's, my love. You deserve the world." I stared at them longer than I should have. My wife had never sent flowers before. Not in 8 years of marriage, not once. "Nice touch, man," my coworker said, brushing past. "Your wife's making us look bad." I smiled, or pretended to. But inside, something twisted. At 11:47, James, one of the ER interns turned analyst, walked into the room. He saw the flowers, froze mid-step, then his face changed. Not confusion, not amusement, something darker. He grabbed my arm, hard. "Throw those out, now." "What? I'm serious. Don't touch them again. Just trust me. Go to the hospital." He whispered the last part like it was classified. "Why?" He looked around. "I can't explain here. Just go." Then he left, and that's when my stomach began to turn. By 12:03, I was standing in the hospital hallway, staring at those same flowers sealed in a plastic evidence bag. The nurse's voice was calm. "We ran a surface test like your coworker suggested." She looked up. "There's residue of aconitine, a neurotoxin. Ingesting even a small amount can cause cardiac arrest." I remembered nodding slowly, but my brain had already left the room. Aconitine, wolf's bane. The petals were soaked in it. The card had been written with the same ink she kept in her study drawer. And the handwriting? There was no doubt. My wife had sent me poison disguised as love. It didn't make sense at first. She smiled at me every morning, kissed my cheek before work. But now, I replayed every one of those gestures in reverse, looking for meaning I'd missed. The late nights, the new perfume, the whispers on the phone she thought I couldn't hear, the strange insurance policy she made me sign last month just in case. Every detail was suddenly surgical. I drove home slowly, not out of fear, but precision. I needed to see, to know. When I entered the house, everything looked normal. The same scent of jasmine candles, the same carefully placed cushions. She'd crafted the illusion well. Her laptop was on the dining table, logged in. Her messages were there, open, waiting. "He'll get the flowers by noon. It'll look like an accident. By the time they find out, I'll be gone." "You're sure it'll work?" "It has to. We'll have what we deserve." The name at the top of the chat made my breath catch. David, her boss. I didn't rage, didn't scream, didn't call anyone. I just sat there, listening to the hum of the refrigerator, feeling my pulse calm itself like a predator waiting for the right moment. She was due home at 6. That gave me 5 hours. I printed the messages. Every word. I made copies. I sent one set to her email, one to her parents, one to her company's HR. Then I left the flowers on the dining table, still sealed in the bag. By the time she walked in, smiling, rehearsed, I was sitting quietly on the couch. "Hey, you got them?" she asked, pretending innocence too perfectly. I pointed to the table. She froze. "They tested positive," I said softly. "Aconitine. I thought you'd prefer the hospital's confirmation before denying anything." Her smile cracked. "What are you talking about?" "You should check your messages," I said, sliding the printed pages toward her. She read the first few lines. Her eyes widened, then glassed over with tears she couldn't control. "You don't—" "I understand everything." My voice was calm, too calm. "You loved him. You wanted me gone. You thought you'd get away with it." She fell to her knees, begging. But I didn't move. The truth didn't need my anger. It stood on its own, sharp and absolute. "I didn't tell the police yet," I said. "They'll be here soon. I just wanted you to see what you built." I looked down at her. A perfect illusion. Until you sent the wrong kind of love. They took her away that night. She screamed my name as they let her out, but it sounded foreign now, like someone calling to a stranger. The neighbors watched from behind curtains. Lights flickered, sirens faded, and the silence that followed was almost peaceful. I kept the roses, dried, dead, locked in a glass box in my study, a reminder that love isn't always warm. It's often methodical, transactional, terminal. Sometimes it doesn't break you, it rewires you. People at work still whisper about that day, about the man who almost died from a Valentine's gift. I let them talk. They don't know the truth. They don't know how it feels to stare into the eyes of someone who wanted you buried and still find calm in your pulse. They don't know what it's like to be reborn through betrayal. But I do. And every February 14th, when I pass the flower shop near the office, I smile faintly, because she gave me the greatest gift of all: clarity.